Hey, hello everyone. Please confirm that you can see me and sorry, confirm that you can hear me. I know you can see me. If you can see me, please if you can hear me rather. I don't know why I keep saying see me. If you can hear me, please confirm in the chat that you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Can you also speak? Let's confirm that they can hear you.
Okay, hi everyone. Can everyone hear me?
Okay, if you can hear both of us, you can say hello two, or if you can hear just one, say hello one, so that we are sure that you're hearing both of us. Please, can you speak again so that we
Okay,
are sure that we're hearing everybody?
okay. Hi everyone. Can you all hear me?
Okay, I can see some responses coming in. Okay, okay. So I think everyone can hear. Thank you, everyone, for hanging in despite all the network challenges that we have had. During the session, the attendance link will be posted. So please just click on the link and fill in the details that are asked of you. Please pay special attention to how you want your name to appear on the certificate so that we don't have issues while rolling out our certificates. Our session is supposed to start by 12. It's 2 minutes, and we have Miss Loreta here. She has a lot she's going to share with us today. Please get your questions ready. You can pop them up in the chat. There'll be someone in the chat paying attention to questions and taking note of them. And after the session, maybe we'll attend to them on the group, or we'll attend to them on the chat if we still have time. If the session doesn't last up to 1 hour. So, with all that being said, I would like to hand over right now to Miss Loretta. Miss Loretta, thank you. The stage is yours.
Okay, thank you so much, Ivy. Okay, good afternoon everyone. Just a minute to 12 p.m. So good afternoon everyone. Um it's so good to be here. My name is Loreta Tohomdet. I'm sure you already have seen that in the slides that was shared to you, and I'm from Plateau State. Currently, I lecture at the Air Force Institute of Technology in Kaduna, and I am a lecturer by profession, and I'm an IT consultant with a company called Double Diverge. Also, I do as part of my community development project, I do more of digital inclusiveness. So I try as much as possible to ensure that there's um, technology reaches everyone in every part of the area that I am. So that's basically what I do. So usually I would say you should would kind of do some put up some ground rules like put your phone on silent, but I'm sure that you already know all of that, and you you don't you respect everybody's opinion while we're on this call and all of that. So but I'm sure that you've been told to do that already, so I'll just skip that. So our agenda for today is going to be, first of all, I'm supposed to talk about the future of artificial intelligence, but I would like to set a preamble. So we're going to talk about what artificial intelligence is actually, and then before we go into that, we'll talk about the So you could just maybe put a me in the comment section, and then I'll just see you there. Nobody has used ChatGPT before. ChatGPT, YouTube recommendations, Netflix, and all that. Okay, so we'll just move on. So intelligence. I know that. Okay, great. I can see me in the comment section. Daniel, I can see you. Anselm, I can see you as well. Wow, great, great, great. So I'm so happy to see that a lot of people have made use of all these devices. So it makes it so easy for us to talk about this technology that we're talking about today. Great, great. Netflix to be precise. Christiana, thank you so much. All right. So we'll just move on now. So what is artificial intelligence? Let's talk about what artificial intelligence is. It's not it didn't just start today or yesterday. It has actually been there years back. And just it's just that we are just getting to know so much about it now. But this technology has been in existence, right? So what is it? So as human beings, we know when we say a human being is intelligent, we're talking about his ability to learn, his ability to listen and respond and all of that, right? That's when we say somebody is intelligent. His ability to reason, that's when we say somebody is intelligent, right? So now let's talk about artificial. We'll talk about the word artificial. Artificial basically means something that is not the actual thing, it's not the real thing, right? So now we're talking about artificial intelligence. We're just talking about, think about the human intelligence. Somebody is intelligent. You as a student, you are intelligent. That is an actual intelligence. You are a human being. That is human intelligence. Now let's okay, you can't talk or show. Okay, so we'll just make use of the comment section. When I ask something, you just make use of the comment section. Thank you so much for that, Divine Choma. Thank you. Okay, so we all know what human intelligence is. Now make use of the ladies in the group. We make use of, we kind of put some artificial nails in our hands, and then we put some artificial hair. That's not our actual hair, that's not our actual nails, but they look like what the actual thing is, right? So that is the same thing with artificial intelligence. It is not human, but it just behaves like human. So when you talk about what AI is the simulation of human intelligence in machines programmed to think and learn like humans. So these machines are able to think, they are able to learn like the way you would be learning, the way you are learning now. You can just have a machine simulated just to reason and learn just like a human being. So that is basically what artificial intelligence is. Forget about every other English that you would be hearing, every other tech grammars that you'll be hearing. What artificial intelligence basically means is that is the simulation of human intelligence. So it's not a human being, but it behaves like a human being. Okay. So this particular technology is actually transforming industries now. That is when we talk about the pattern recognition. So you have a camera that is able to recognize your face. If you have a smartphone, you would agree with me that you're able to unlock your smartphone with just your face. So you just put your phone to your face, and then it unlocks the phone because it can recognize your face, right? Because of probably it has captured your face before during setting up, it captured your face and all of that. So that is what pattern recognition is: ability to see something repeatedly, and then again, if you have your teacher, you see your teacher today, you're able to recognize your teacher. You're able to, you know that this is your teacher, but you can't. Maybe you see him tomorrow, you might not really remember him. Maybe it's the first time. You might not really remember this person, but you see the person tomorrow, you see the person next tomorrow. Now the person is automatically in your head, and you already know how this person looks like. When you see the person for the fifth time, you already recognize him. You know that this is Mr. So so and so. So this is how pattern recognition works. Over and over, it looks at your face and then it's able to see and know that this is what it is by continuous testing and all of that. So I'll leave that aside because we're not supposed to talk deep into this. And then we have the machine learning. What is the machine learning? Machine learning is basically you have your system being able to learn, like we mentioned what artificial intelligence is. So artificial intelligence is broken into three. You have the pattern recognition, you have the machine learning, and you have the problem solving. When you're building artificial intelligence systems, it has to be solving a problem. They are not just things that you just wake up one day and you just decide that um this is what you want to do. You just want to do this thing. Why can't you just wake up and say, this is the problem you want to solve when the problem is not existing? Because you are making use of data, existing data from the real issues that you're working on. If you don't have data, you don't have AI systems because they are built using data, existing data. And that is why they behave like human beings, or they reason like human beings. Okay. So you have to be solving a problem. So if you're looking at my slide, you can just move as we're moving. So yes, artificial intelligence is fast growing recently from 2024, right from when we started hearing about ChatGPT. Going forward, it's been AI systems. And I've been in the industry. I don't think if I was actually building anything, if it's not AI related, I don't think it's actually going to sell because it's growing really fast. And that is where the opportunity comes in for you because as a student, by the time you'll be going to the university, you already have it figured out, right? Not like most of us, like when I went to school, I wasn't really sure I wanted to study information technology. I just stumbled on it and then I found myself there. So you are deliberately taking the step to learn in this field, which is a plus for you. It's easy for you because you already know what you want to do. Good thing about this technology is that it comes with other areas where you can decide to be, right? So it's not because you want to be an artificial intelligence expert, then it's just artificial intelligence expert. No, artificial intelligence has many, many, many other, like hundreds of other fields that you can take up as your career. So this is where you have an advantage as a student in the secondary school. So I'll just keep this slide. Uh, Okay, so I don't do any teaching without using data or statistics because that's where you know if your information is legit or if it's not, right? So AI adoption has grown 250% in 4 years. This is a research I got. The recent is a recent research from 2023. Okay, so AI has grown not 100%, 250%. So you can imagine how fast it's going. It's not me that is saying that AI is growing fast. No, there's a data to show that AI is growing fast. And then there's another data that says global AI market is projected to reach $407 billion. Who has still who has touched 400 and who has even touched $100 billion before? Let me see in the comment section if you have touched $100 billion before. Anyone? Okay, but this is the technology that can make you make a lot of money. It's not okay, nobody. Okay, that's because you're still in secondary school. But trust me, this technology is something that when you dive in really fast, you can make this kind of money. So, but the global market of AI is projected to reach $407 billion in 2027. So, if I were you, I would begin to calculate. Okay, this is 2025, so 2027 is 2 years from now. So, you should be if you're in SS3, probably you should be in your 200 level in 2027, I think. Yeah, if you're in SS1, basically. So it just means so much that you can actually tap into this market now with this research that I've given you. You can tap into it. Okay, who has $1? Okay, okay, all right. So I don't expect you to have it now, but I expect you to be able to tap into this huge sum of money in the future. Okay, so what are the types of AI? Let's briefly talk about the types of AI now. AI has two two types. There's the narrow AI, and then there's the general AI. What is the narrow AI? What the narrow AI does is it performs a specific task. Just from the name narrow, that means it's probably limited, right? So it's designed to perform specific tasks. So you can have a facial recognition. It recognizes only faces. It cannot recognize animals. It cannot recognize, say, maybe books and all of that. No, because reason is because it's being trained on data of faces, people's faces, right? To recognize faces. That is the only thing that narrow AI does. So you talk about your facial recognition or your language translation. It translates only languages, maybe from English to Chinese, data first, then you clean up the data, then you train the data. After training, then you test the data for validation. Okay, that is how basically how you do it. So yes, it is a type of AI. Narrow AI is a type of AI. It's a type of artificial intelligence, but this type of artificial intelligence only performs specific task. It cannot do something else. Your chat GPT. Okay, you said you have used Netflix. Your Netflix is only trained to recommend movies to you. It cannot recommend, maybe you're in a new location and you're looking for an eatery. It cannot do that for you because it wasn't trained on that data, and it cannot do that. So that is what narrow AI is. I hope that this is clear enough. Okay. Okay. So the second one that we have is the general AI. This general AI, as at now, we do not have it. What is it supposed to do? It's supposed to perform intellectual tasks, like just the way like a human being would do it. The way you would wake up in the morning, um, say your prayer, maybe uh, after you say your prayer, you go brush your teeth. When you're done, you have your shower. When you're done, you'd probably go and fix yourself breakfast. That is what general AI does. General AI behaves completely like a human being. The day we are going to have that, I think maybe that's when we're in trouble. But for now, we do not have it. Okay. But this mimics human like flexibility, learning capabilities. It can learn, it can do virtually anything that you can do. That is what general AI is. Okay, I hope that this is clear. We can differentiate between, do I mean general AI can multitask? Yes, general AI can multitask. It can do anything. Anything that you can think of yourself doing, just think of what that as general AI. That is what a general AI is. Okay, so but we do not have that at the moment. Um Probably some researchers, scientists are working on that. But we do not have that. Everything we have now that is AI system is basically a narrow AI, not a general AI. Okay. So if you're asked tomorrow, what kind of AI do, and I'll take that one after the other so that you can understand. Okay, you can't hear me. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? You can just use,
Yes, we can hear you, but
oh,
anyone who can hear should please refresh. They should please
Okay.
refresh. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, so I would say the industries that are being transformed by AI today. I'll start by this industry, the educational um, industry, because it has to do with you, so that if you see it somewhere tomorrow, you'd be able to recognize it. So, talking about the educational system, you can have systems that, when you are in a classroom, you're learning, and your teacher is just teaching, and he just keeps teaching and keep teaching and teaching without knowing who is following and who is not following. So an AI system basically can look at every student's face, just like a camera will be put on your face, and it can tell if you're paying attention in class or if you're not following. These are things that AI systems are doing today in the educational system. They are able to look at a student's face. Maybe a device will look at your face and just basically know that you are not paying attention. And I think in China, they have already started using that technology already. So it's just in the schools, just the way you have a computer lab with your computers. In that school, they already have like devices that they just make the students put on their head, just like an headphone, and then they put it, and then it shows how you're following. If you're following in class, if you're not paying attention, it's able to tell you. And then we also have like schools that are making use of schools that are making use of uh e-learning platforms. What this e-learning platform does is, the moment you are learning, taking a course, it's able to recommend to you what, probably if you're slow in learning, it's going to recommend probably some foundational courses that you can take to make you understand this particular course you are taking right that moment. It's able to do that. Then if you're a fast learner, what this system will do to you is that it will recommend more challenging courses for you to take, so that it keeps you, very fast learners are very inquisitive. So if you want to keep them learning, and so that they're not bored, you need to give them something that they cannot do. So what this system will do is that if you're a slow learner, recommends something that is more basic for you to learn first um, before uh, the present one that you're taking. If you're a fast learner, what it does is that it gives you more challenging courses, so that it keeps making your brain think really fast. So that is what AI is doing in the educational sector. Then let's talk about what AI is doing in the healthcare. So you have there's this I was having a conversation with somebody, and he was like, can you imagine that you can't really say if you're having a growth, you can't really know if that growth is cancerous or if it's not cancerous. You have to have a surgery, take it out before it's taken to the lab, and then you realize that it's either cancerous or not cancerous. But now you have AI systems that are able to say if there's a growth on your, maybe on your skin. It's able to tell if this growth is cancerous. If it's not cancerous, there's no need to take it out, no need to go to the surgery to go and cut out anything. Okay, okay, no need to do anything like that. Then you have uh you have AI systems that are able to diagnose you and tell you what is wrong with you exactly. Maybe you're having a slight headache, you don't want to go through the stress of going to the hospital. What this does is that it just diagnose you and ask you, okay, this headache you're having, is it on the left side? If it's on the left side, it could be this. If it's on the right side, it could be migraine. Except that, of course, it's going to still tell you that maybe you can check with your doctor. But of course, it will give you a clue of what could be wrong with you. So there are so many other solutions in the healthcare now today that AI is doing. Okay. Then we have in the transportation industry, we have the self-driven cars. A car is basically driving itself, so you don't need any driver driving you. Tomorrow, if you have your car, you don't need a driver. You just get a self-driven car and tell the car, oh, take me to so 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 and so, and the car zooms off and takes you to your location. Okay. Also, in that industry, you also have, if you live in Lagos, which I think most of you are in Lagos, you know that the traffic is really crazy. This is what AI system does. It can suggest other alternative routes for you, or tell you in real time, okay, there is actually hold up at So this place there's hold up in Lekki Bridge or wherever. So you maybe it will suggest an alternative route, and then it can even send you real time notification when the hold up has cleared, so you can move. You're good to go. Okay, so yes, Google Maps. Yes, thank you very much. I think that is there. Alexa, yes, Alexa is a device that plays music for you. So you say, Alexa, play me the one that is responding. Nobody would even know that is a chatbot that is doing the response for you. Okay. And then there's tailored shopping. Recently, Google had this product that, okay, so I'm seeing this dress online and I want to buy this dress, but I don't know if it's going to fit me. Okay. What this system does is it allows me to upload a picture of myself and then tries the clothes on me. After it does that, then it suggests places where I can get that dress at a cheaper cost. That is an example of tailored shopping. Okay, so I get to purchase that dress at the lowest cost possible, and also I get to know my size, because some of us don't know our sizes. We don't know if we're small or large or medium. So but if I once I upload my picture to that system, it just recommends the size that will fit my body size. Okay, then we have in the finance as well, we have fraud detection. You know, I think if you have heard of Kudi, have you heard of Kudi app before? Kudi, have you heard of it? Okay, ChatGPT. Okay, okay. It has already tracked the it already tracked your transactions before, so it already knows when there's something fishy. Okay, so it alerts you that okay, there's some kind of activity in your account that is not a normal activity. All of those things are done by artificial intelligence. So we see how artificial intelligence is really transforming industries. Doesn't mean that they they are not downsides or negative usage of AI. No, there are people that are using AI to do negative things, but again, there are people that are using AI to do very good things in different industries. Okay, so okay, I have a practical here, but I'll just keep it. Please ensure that you get the slides so that you can maybe practice the things that I have put down here. So, what are the challenges that we mostly face during AI development? We're in Nigeria and we know some common problems that we cannot do away with. They are very common, like power. So, you can't host your AI systems and all of that without stable power. Like I'm really struggling with that even right now. So you can't do that because you need servers, and all of those servers are being powered by you need light, constant light. stable electricity, and that is a challenge. Well, another one is a very poor network. Without good network, stable network, you can't really do anything because it slows down, or it slows down the performance of your systems and all of those things. Then you have data availability. We're all struggling with data. We don't have data. When I'm talking about data, I don't mean your phone data, or I mean data like data sets. Okay, that is what you we need to train our AI system. So without clean data, when you collect data from your users, what you do is you clean the data before you make use of it to make sure that there is no bias. I don't know. I think the previous speakers would have mentioned to you what bias is, right, in AI. So you have to clean those data, but we don't really have databases that have clean data so that we can use those data to build AI systems. We don't have those. So, okay, so let's talk about AI in everyday life, how we use AI every single day. I'm so glad that a lot of you have already mentioned how you use AI. A lot of you said ChatGPT, some people said Netflix, some people said different things. Okay, we use AI every single day. Even right now, some of you are probably using AI to do some things. So we have smart homes. Okay, so people use AI in people that have smartphones. They are basically surrounded by artificial intelligence. Okay, so AI powered devices. You have some people, when they get to their house, they just clap once, and then you see the light will come on. When they clap twice, the light will go off. People are using that. There are so many smart houses around. If you check around, you see a lot of people um, using all of those things in the house. Or you are in your office or you're in school, you forgot to turn off the TV in your room. You can just go on your device, your phone. Google Nest is one. You just go there and then turn that TV off. A lot of people are doing that every day. Everywhere you see them. Then you have your workplace automation. I would leave that. Then you have your productivity tools like emails. If you're responding to emails, you'd see that it automatically constructs the email for you everyday use of AI. We're using AI every single day. Even you now, you're using AI to probably check the kind of questions that might come after this presentation. So we use AI every single day. Then we have the personal assistant. So voice activated tools assisted with reminders, tasks, and information, e.g., Alexa, as you mentioned, Siri, as you mentioned as well, and then Google PA. So you are just sitting and you just say, Siri, please, what is this and that, and Siri responds to you. That is Siri is your personal assistant. It tells you when you need something. It just tells you. You need direction. You ask Siri, and then Siri will just tell you what to do. So that's how people are making use of that. And then in the workplace, people are making use of AI in your Zoom. If you've used Zoom before, that's a typical example I can make use of. Or you've used Google Meet, you'd realize that when somebody is talking, there's an auto translation there, like an auto caption beneath the video that you can see. So it gives you everything in text format. So if you cannot hear, you can read. You see how it's really helping people. So if you probably have problems here listening or hearing, because of this technology now that has made auto caption, you can also follow that meeting. You can be in the meeting and you're following the meeting in real time. That is what AI is doing. Okay, so um, I have a data that says over 65% of Gen Z say they use AI for their. Do you use AI for your homeworks? Do you use AI for your homeworks? Hello? Okay, sometimes. Okay, are your teachers on the call? Maybe you don't want to be exposed. Okay. Okay, all right. Okay, it's not a bad thing to use AI for your assignments, your homeworks, but I always tell my students that you have to use AI smartly. Not that you use AI and you submit assignment and I already know that it's AI. No. So, but when you are using AI, it's supposed to guide you. Maybe you can use it as a guide. You can use it to give you an idea or something, or to teach you something. But don't tell AI, okay, do this assignment for me, and AI will give you a document, then you will download it and you go and print it and submit it to your teacher. If you do that, that's very, very bad. That's a wrong use of AI tool. But when you ask, okay, I have this assignment, could you guide me on how to do this, and assignments or ideas on how to achieve this? If it gives you your output, you'd read it and then think about it, think of how to edit and correct it. Don't just download it and just send it to your teacher like that. You are doing yourself more harm than good. Okay. Okay. So in my slide right now, I'm already on page 17. So if you're following my slide, you might want to move to page 17. I have some logos there of some AI tools that we have. So I have, if you can see the Gmail, you can see Facebook, you can see YouTube, Spotify, Netflix, Canva, ChatGPT. All of these are some AI tools that we use every day. Okay, your Facebook recommends friends. You meet somebody, you greet the person today, you introduce yourself. The moment you get home, Facebook tells you people you may know, and you see the person there, and you're just wondering, how did Facebook know that I met this person today? You are just wondering. All of these things are just artificial intelligence working behind the scene. Okay, the same thing, your email suggesting a reply after you received an email, it's suggesting a response. Okay, are we together, please?
Yes, we can hear you. I can
Okay,
hear you.
okay. Sorry, there was a call that was obstructing. So, uh, okay. So, I have another image that shows on page 18 of how Facebook does its recommendation. So that's what I think that was where I was talking about. Like, you just speak to somebody, you introduce yourself. The moment you get home, you're seeing the person. Facebook is saying people you may know, and you're seeing the person there. So I have a picture that shows how it does that. Probably you have similar things and all of that. If you look at the picture, to just tell you what, because there are arrows pointing. So please ensure you look at the picture so you know all of these things. Even if you are not interested in studying computer science in the university, maybe you're doing something else. It doesn't matter. It's good to know all of these things because these are things that we use. So it's good to know. So if I say I love eating boiled yam, it's probably because of the health benefit of boiled yam. I could tell you these are the health benefits of boiled yam. That is why I like boiled yam. It's because I am a farmer or whatever. No, it's just because I like boiled yam. That's the same way with technology. It's not because you are a computer scientist. No, not that. But you use all of these technologies, so it's good to know how they work. Okay, so I have another data that says AI can automate up to 40% of work tasks, especially in the banking, logistics, and education. Okay, this my source was McKinsey 2023. That's also a recent research. So this is the major thing for today's class. The jobs available in artificial intelligence. What's the future like for you as a student trying to get into artificial intelligence? What is the future of AI now for you? What is it going to look like? So I classified it into four groups. There's the beginner friendly roles that you as a beginner, you don't know anything uh, as such. Like you have no idea of what AI is, but you want to start something in the AI. Then there are technical roles. That's for people that really want to write some very big codes, lines of codes, write programs and all of that. Then we have the business and strategy roles. We have the ethics and research and policy roles as well. So I'll just take this. I'll try to take most of them, but not all of them because of the time that we have. Okay. So the beginner friendly roles, we have the data labeler. You are a data labeler. What do you do as somebody that labels data? That's what it means. You're labeling data. So you have let's say mangoes. You have pictures of mangoes. You have yellow mango. You have orange mango. You have green mango. Yeah, yeah. You have red mango. I think there are red mangoes as well. You have to label them as a data labeler. That's what you do. You label all of this because all your data has to follow a naming convention. Depends on what the person in the back end has used. You have to make sure that you have, because you're going to be dealing with like thousands of images. When you're talking about AI, you're not using 10 pictures, 20 pictures. No, you're making use of even millions of pictures, if you billions of pictures. How do you put that in place? You have to group them, label them that they follow. So all green oranges, you label them maybe green underscore orange. All yellow oranges, you label them yellow underscore oranges, like that. That's how you do for all of those thousands and billions of data. That is a very big job to do. As simple as it sounds, as simple as it is a very big deal, because by the time you sit down and you start renaming all of the images that you have gotten, try to make sure that they follow the same naming convention. You'll realize that is a big job there, and then it's somebody's job. That is somebody's job. Okay, so that's one field that you can, that's one area you can venture into. Another one is AI content creator. um I know a lot of you are probably on social media. Have you seen there's this lady that does some robotics content creation? Is it Jarvis is her name, I guess. So Jarvis does some AI content, how AI would be working, how AI will be responding to people, and all of those things. That is another thing that you can do. You have the social media, you create content, people go, TikTok pays you for creating that content, and a lot of people do not know what this technology is about. So a lot of people will be searching and will be finding you just for those content. But not just that, people who are also working on AI systems, they need people that create content for their systems as well. Okay, like uh ChatGPT is not just there without content, right? It has the first page that lets you that allows you to log in. Sorry, let me just plug my device quickly. Okay, okay, thank you. So you have the people that created the content that says, okay, on the login page, this is what it should have. On the sign up page, this is the content that should be there, that will make the that will not really bore the person that is signing up. All of those things are jobs of a content creator. So you create that content and give it to the organization. That organization might still want to create content on AI on their social media. You would also be the one to create content for them. So you see that it's also a big job by the time you are writing long content on artificial intelligence or designing flyers on artificial intelligence. All of those things are also people's jobs. So then you have prompt engineering. Let me explain this better. So when you go on ChatGPT, you know the way you just say, um, do you actually usually say hi AI, or how do you start? But you say I need suggestions on how to make my hair. That's the basic prompt. Okay. But if you say I need suggestions on how to make, first of all, your hair. Let's not forget that ChatGPT is an American software, it's not a Nigerian software. Americans, their hair are different from Nigerians, our hair texture. So you are not mentioning that you are a Nigerian, no, with your hair texture that is very hard. You didn't mention that. So you just said recommendations on how to make your hair. Now it will give you recommendations based on what is familiar with. It's familiar with the American hair texture, so it will give you that suggestions. But if you say, okay, ChatGPT should give you, because you are a Nigerian and your hair texture is usually um thick and hard, maybe, and like that. And then you say, so you need recommendations on how to make your hair. It will give you a better prompt than the first prompt that we have, right? So it's important. We have people that are prompt engineers. Those people, they tell you how to construct your prompt. That message that you're putting in ChatGPT to give you output, that input you are giving, it is called prompt. Those are prompts. So we have people that are specialized in that. So they construct prompts that give valid output. Then we have the AI product tester. You can't, of course, um, come up with a solution without testing it is a problem, right? There are different kind of testers. So you test the solutions and make sure that that system that this company has worked on is valid, is good, is it doesn't have bias, is okay, is responding the way it should respond, it doesn't have any problems and all of those things. So that is somebody's job to make sure that, to certify that that product is good, is fine, and is working properly as it should. Okay. Then we have AI marketing assistant. What that person does is, of course, marketing. So even if you're studying, this is to tell you that even if if you decide to study marketing in the university, you can still, there's still room for you to work as an AI marketing assistant. Because with time, that's why people are scared that, okay, AI might take our jobs, AI might take our jobs, because the AI is not taking your job, but people that are using AI are the people that will take your job. Because of course, if I use AI assistant for my you are using normal, and you are using normal marketing strategy of 10 years back, you see that I'll be faster than you, I'll bring more better ideas than you, and then you would be out of job while I would still be having my jobs. So that is that for beginner friendly rules. Then we have the technical rules. We have the machine learning engineer. Machine learning engineer, that is like, if you know this one, you are good, you're good to go. So you're a machine learning engineer. What do? You make sure that you are getting the data sets, training them, and then feeding them into that system to work as they should. These are the people that are actually in charge of building the systems itself. Okay, so they are programmers. They know the programs they should use, the technologies that they should use, they know them very well. It's quite hectic to learn, but if you know it, I forgot to put maybe an average um an average pay of all of these roles. If I didn't remember, I would have put, so that you see how much all of these people are collecting. So that is a machine learning engineer. He works on the entire software, the architecture, how it should look like, and everything. He builds it completely. Then we have the data scientist. You know, I mentioned to you that there's no AI systems without data, because it is the data that makes them. We're talking about imitation of our intelligence, right? So it needs our data to be able to have this machine behave like us. So we have people who are data scientists. What these people do is that they ensure that the data tallies with that system that you're working on. So every data that you're collecting should be in line with what you're working on. That is the job of a data scientist. Then we have the AI software developer. You just develop a software. ChatGPT is a software. Somebody was there Somebody developed the software. Okay, probably maybe using a programming language like Python, um, Python, Java, all of those are programming language. Somebody is there building that. Then you have the robotics engineer. Have you seen a robot before? Have you seen the Elon Musk robot before? The robot that probably helps you clean or helps you keep your space in order or something like that. There's an engineer there. So if you're studying engineering, this is something that you might want to do. You want to study robotics engineer, that is something that you might be working on. You'll be working on robots. So that device, Alexa, is a robot as well. So that is somebody's work. He comes up with it. Engineering has to do with coming up with things that are more tangible that you can see. So somebody that worked on Alexa is a robot engineer. Then we have the computer vision engineer. And then under the business strategy roles, we have the AI project manager. What this person does is that you manage projects, you make sure that projects are meeting the timeline. So I gave this company this AI project to work on. I want them to finish it in 2 weeks. How do I make sure that they actually finish it in 2 weeks? What this person does is to make sure that he's following with the team and the team are actually delivering as they should, as it is in the document. They are delivering on time and also they are not exceeding budget. So every project has its budget allocation. We are not overspending and we are not underspending. So this project manager does that. So he is called an AI project manager. Then we have the AI business analyst. What this person does is he works with business organizations. Businesses, they need data a lot so that it helps them to make decisions in the future. Okay, so if this company is selling soap, maybe he's selling three different types of soap. They produce three different types of bathing soap, and they realize that the one that sells probably is the cucumber flavor more. That data tells them that okay, maybe we should boost production more on the cucumber flavor because it's like people like it more. Okay, so this is what a data analyst does. He piles up that data and then he sees that okay, from the data that we have, we're selling the cucumber soap more. So why not let's produce more of the cucumber soap and reduce the production of maybe the mango soap or whichever soap flavor. This is what a job analyst does. So businesses now, they need data analysts. They need business analysts to be able to tell them what to do, how to go about doing things. If not, you'll be producing and producing and producing and you run out of market. People are not buying. You're producing a lot of mango soaps, but people are not buying mango soap because who has heard of a mango soap, for goodness sake? Who buys mango soap? But cucumber, we're familiar with cucumber, how to use cucumber on the skin and all of that. People buy that. So a business analyst is very important in every big organizations. There should be a business analyst. That is another role that you can take up. And then we have the AI. Okay, there's the AI product manager. Then we have the AI consultant for small businesses, small and medium enterprises. What this person does is okay, he consults for small businesses, tell them this is the AI tools that you should use, and maybe probably help them set up some one or two AI tools that they can use to manage their small businesses. Then you have the growth marketer using AI. You have the ethics, research, and policy roles. These ones are so there are frameworks that every AI system should follow. They should be fair. They should fairness, um, safety, privacy, and all of those things. And AI ethics is the one that checks for your AI systems to see that okay, this AI system is fair and is transparent. I know one of the speaker. I don't know if he has already done it or he will do it, but I know one of the speakers is talking more about this to you guys. So he is supposed to an AI ethics is supposed to tell you that okay, your AI system it lacks transparency. Why is there need for transparency in AI systems? If an AI system is doing employment now for example, and it tells you that you're not qualified for the job, and it tells you that you don't qualify for a job, you need to know, how did this AI system come about the conclusion that I don't deserve this job? So the organization or the company should be able to tell you that, okay, this is what we are using. But if that is not there, so all of those are frameworks that every AI system should have. Then you have the AI education specialist. These are the people that are teaching you about AI, telling you what AI is and AI is not, how AI should be used, and all of that. Is just an emerging field. We're just hearing about it so much now. A lot of people don't know about it. Our parents don't know about it, and they need to know about it. These are what AI education specialists do. Then AI policy advisors. Technologies like this, just the way we had electricity coming, then we have okay, an example is an aircraft. Okay, if there are no policies in place to make sure that, okay, not every aircraft should fly in the country because of safety and all of those things, we need government policies. So we need AI policy advisors that will advise governments that, okay, now that we're beginning to have this AI robots, it's good for us to do this for the safety of our country. That is what an AI policy advisor does. Sorry, I'm trying to rush because of the time. Okay. Yeah, so basically those are, I think I'll just stop here, but you can just browse some of the fields that are mentioned in my slides and just see what all of those people do. There are even other ones, and there are still going to be more. So as you go to the university, more jobs in the AI field will still come up. Okay, this is not just all, these are just the major ones that I just put out here, but there are so many of other jobs that you can take as a student. So when you're in 100 level, you can start checking the kind of jobs, or before you go to 100 level, it's good for you to know the kind of job, so that you would know which department you want to go, and then you know how you intend to use AI in that department. Because even doctors now, they need this technology. If not, they'll be replaced, because by the time I go online now, I can search and I'll find doctor that will tell me what is wrong with me. I don't have to go to the hospital. But the hospital that will make use of those AI systems will be um, having a higher advantage. Okay, so yeah, so we have other slides that contains the AI ethics and regulations. I think somebody also covered that, so I'll just skip that slide and I'll just move to my conclusion. So AI is good. It's everywhere. We're using it. We're using it today. We'll continue to use it. We have not even gotten to 50% of how we're going to make use of AI. But it's important that as we use it, we're concerned about the social implications, the ethical and economic implications as well. But then we need to embrace this technology. Let's not say it's for only IT students. It's not for only IT students. Everyone is like ChatGPT now. You are not a computer scientist, but you are using it for your assignments. That's to tell you that in the long run, the world is changing, and even maybe going to office might not even be there again. You sit at home and you do your job from the comfort of your house. Even as a doctor, as a lawyer, whatever it is, by the time we would have another maybe COVID-19 coming, you see that it's possible that everything would have settled in the online space. So it's good for you to learn how this technology works and know how to apply it, most importantly. Okay, so this brings us to the end of our presentation for today. Thank you so much for listening. I hope I wasn't too fast, and I hope that you were able to grab and learn a lot of things today. So, sorry, Ivy, I think I'm done. So the quiz, I've sent the link to the quiz to you. So I'll take questions now, I think. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Retta. Thank you. We really appreciate you. We have learned so much. If you have learned anything new today, please say thank you in the chat section so that Miss Loretta knows that she didn't waste her time. Thank you so much. Um, for those of you who are having issues with the attendance link, the number that has been sending you information on the group, chat that number and you will get the attendance link there. And nobody should be rude in that chat because I won't respond to you. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming. See you tomorrow. For the sessions you missed yesterday because of the network issues, we'll be doing them tomorrow. So please um, make yourself available. Thank you so much. Bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.